We're here at UndoKarma and cut my canvas. And it's another day of some Frankie fun. There is the last big beast I did. The vintage haunted Halloween house in all its glory. There's one I made. It's a wooden one, and there's a little one back there on a plastic canvas. Yes. Get to it. Let's get to Frankie, and we have Flat Sergeant Dick that decided to join us. Yes, he did. So let's, fingers crossed, when I put this phone in this holder, that I don't hit the power button. Sometimes I do that, and then it kills the live. So far, so good. We're golden. We are golden. All right, let me turn us on here. Let's get this party started. Find myself. I have to find myself. Here I am. There I am. Let's see if I can expand it and find the chats. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. How are you? Elizabeth, you go by something else, right? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I'm super excited how he's turning out. Okay. I'm going to do something a little different today, too. Betsy, yes. Yeah, I knew you went by another name, Betsy. Betsy, yeah. It'll take me a little time, but I will remember. Welcome, Betsy. Hi, how are you doing? I did get a little green done on him. I did. Yay me. Let me turn this camera over here just a little. In a little room over here. I'm going to do something a little different today. But I'm going to wait a little bit to give some people a chance to come in. I have those exact... Do you? I love them. This one's on backwards. It's actually the left hand, but I don't need it for the left hand, so I use both gloves. They really do help. The copper fit gloves off of Amazon. They really do help, because right in here is where I'm starting to get a lot of issues, and it's from lots of this. Lots and lots and lots. So I have to put that down at least for a while. And I couldn't stitch with this on, so I cut the fingers, and it made a big difference. So now I can wear it when I'm stitching, which we're going to see here in a minute. So I'm going to work on this a little bit while we chat and give people time to come in. So how are you? How's your weather, Betsy? And are you working on anything special? I tried to get this all done before I went live, but I had other things. So, Betsy, you have to take days at a time off from doing the cutting. Mine, the gloves came cut like that. Oh, really? You got fingerless ones. Yes, unfortunately, I have to... I'm limiting myself to just like an hour or two cutting every day. Yeah, and it's taking me forever to get my current orders done, but I don't want to completely use the ability of my hand, so if I don't start taking care of it now, I'm going to regret it later. You are making a wreath with a snowman in it. Oh, how lovely. Is this going to be for yourself, or is it going to be a gift, or to sell? Carpal tunnel, yes, I actually have it in both hands, but I've learned how to live with it. I've learned things to do. Let me tell you, one of the biggest things I do is when I sleep, I have to have my hand like this, but I have a thin pillow I put underneath my hand. So as long as my hand is laying straight when I'm sleeping, I have absolutely no issues. If it hangs, like this or like this at all when I'm sleeping, it'll go completely numb and wake me up. So I've learned every night when I sleep, if I sleep on this side and the same on the other side, the hand is flat, my arm is like this, and I have a pillow, and I raise it up to where it's completely level like this. And it gives me absolutely no issue. I have no problems with it. But if I don't, yeah. And on the computer with the mouse, I have to like work a little bit and stop. Work a little bit and stop. Thing I've ever made. Oh, this is the first thing you're making for yourself? The wreath with the snowman. Very nice, Betsy. Yes, we all need to make sure we make stuff for ourselves. I need to make more stuff for myself as well. Like this fun jumbo Frankie with a big head is for myself. And I'm really thinking of hanging him here in my room and bringing him out on Halloween. Because he's just so cool. You've been doing this for over 40 years and never make it for my... Oh my goodness. Now, I've been doing it about the same time. Maybe around the same, maybe a little bit less, but I have made several things for myself. Not as much for I have for other people. I've sold a few things here and there, so it is high time, Betsy, it sounds like, that you start making for yourself. Just the hand going like this is what's giving me issues from the cutting. So the muscle that does this, so sometimes it's hard just to hold the needle. And sometimes I have to use my left hand to give my right hand a break. But it's not quite as fast using my left hand. I can do it, but it's much slower. But it does give the right hand a break. Yes, I'm going to start making more stuff for myself as well. You can't do it left hand. I'm going to introduce the left hand. You'll see it takes so much longer because it is difficult. But at least I'm keeping the process going a little. I'm trying to get better at left-handed. I get stuck on holding the piece when it's a big piece. Absolutely, I can't do it left-handed. I'm very slow at it. Ugh. Oh my goodness, it's these little, I call them little assholes, but these little knots. I know. Are so annoying. Oh, I'm not messing with him. It can stay there. So I'm going to get started on the hands is what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is go through and do the black, outline on all the pieces so I can get a cutting template for them. And then just work on the inner stitches. Yeah, afterwards. The head here cut out pretty better than I thought it would. Let me get a little camera back a little bit. I have a habit of pulling this close to me when I'm stitching, so I have to adjust the camera. Otherwise, I won't realize I'm out of frame. There we go. There. Now you can see Frankie's entire big head. Because some are so much one color. That way you can rotate pieces. Yes. I get bored very easily doing the same color for too long. I figured I would do all the boring, like basic colors as much as I can off camera to save the fun and exciting stuff for on camera, on live, yeah. Yeah, I do. That's how I end up. You get bored easily too. Yes, that's how I end up with so many projects. I have probably 5 or 6 actually that I've started, and I keep telling myself I'm not starting any more projects until I finish something. And I'm trying really hard because I want to make a set of St. Patrick garlands. I'm trying to make an entire holiday set of garlands. Yeah, so I'm really wanting to make, but I'm trying not to start it until I finish something. I've been trying to get my second flat bat done. I'll have to bring him in next time. He should be finished by next time. Now that would be cool. I'd like to do the garland. Yeah, and I'm trying to make them into kits too. So you have the option of buying the pattern or get the full little kits. Since I can't really do custom orders, at least for a while, I want to expand my patterns, get more designs, and start offering kits for my designs. Yes, that is my goal. See how slow it is with my left hand? I do need more hands, Betsy. I definitely need more hands. Oh my goodness. I'm way too slow with my left hand. Well, I almost got his forehead done. I'm going to finish this green, and then I am going to pull out the pattern and check out the hands. The hands are the next part on the pattern to do, so I'm going to check them out. I think I can cut both hands. I did bring the last live, I cut an extra head out, so I brought a sheet of canvas to put back to replace. Sure, I don't know if you were on the last live. I cut a template. I want to make a complete template of this guy because Herrschners patterns, you can't, I mean, unless you're really, really, really good, you really can't cut it out beforehand because technically one stitch takes 2 holes, whereas on the pattern it's just showing the stitches as one. Yeah, so I have this similar shape I'm using for the set of garlands. I got the Christmas lights, and then I just did the Valentine lights, which they're kind of shaped into a heart. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the St. Patrick's Day. Little rainbows would be cute, but you cut him out freehand. I was amazed. Yeah, after I stitched him up, I did, yes. Yeah, I got cutting pretty down pat, I would say. Usually. There's only been a couple patterns that I have not been able to... I might have eventually been able to cut them, but they were just so bad and frustrating. I just said, nope, can't do it. One of them was the Jumbo Grinch. And it's only because the only pattern anybody could ever find was not that clear, so it was very difficult to get accurate counts. And it was a tricky, very tricky piece to cut, yes. And then there is the street sign pattern for the Grinch. And that one's tricky. Oh, and then there is a jumbo Charlie Brown Christmas tree. That one, nope, I will never cut that one again. I couldn't get it right. I kept messing up. So, nope. Other than that, though, I don't think I've had too many difficulties. I will say I am a little burnt out on all the cutting, so I definitely need some time off for it for a while. It is hard, though, because I really do enjoy being able to help people continue doing the craft, and I feel bad that I can't cut. I am going to continue the auctions, and I'm thinking maybe what I can do is take requests for auctions and maybe help some out that way. Because those, I can take my time and do those. And I do have a ton of cut canvas I'm going to be soon unloading. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do them in separate auctions or just do one great big pile of them. Yeah, my hand is already bothering me. I finished this up and started this just before the live. So I have been stitching a little while already. I wish that I didn't have a problem with my hand. I could sit here and stitch for hours. It's so relaxing. At least for me, anyways. Do you find stitching relaxing? Ow. Wow, this little strand of green seems like it's going to go on and on and on. His eyes really turned out good. I love how the designer did the eyes. It's hard doing eyes on small pieces. I'm having difficulty designing small pieces. I do better with big things like the flats. But there are a lot of flat members going to be designed. The next one is going to be Flat Robin. And then I have to do Flat Kitty Girl. Those two are requests of a 6th grade class in Mississippi, I think that is. So those are going to be the next two flats. I just have to get my flat bat and my Grinch completely finished. They're not 100%. I only got to get them completely listed in the Etsy shop. Then I can go on to designing the next flats. It is because of that 6th grade Mississippi class that I even got started on the adventures of Flat Stanley designs. Actually, so I have to honor their request. So if you follow my Facebook page called Cut My Canvas, you'll know when those flats are created. You might even be able Watch the process of them being created. Wow, this strand of green yarn is just going on and on and on forever. I feel like it's never going to end. I also am going to give a list of all the colors that comes in this kit. I did have a request for that. I had a request for the colors that was used in this kit. So I'm going to do that as well. As soon as I finish this never-ending strand of green, which I believe is lime green. But I will go over the colors shortly. I find it difficult when the yarn gets short because my hand doesn't want to hold. Matter of fact, this hand, more often now I'll be carrying something and just going about my way, la 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 la, and whatever I'm carrying will just fall right out of my hand. I don't even realize it, don't even feel it. It's like the hand just gives way and lets it go without my permission. That's when I knew, okay, it's time. It's trying to tell me. Yeah, it gets frustrating. Yeah, I'm thinking about drawing up a cutting diagram for this as well. It won't be the actual pattern. It won't have any stitches in it. Anything, just the cuts, like the outside cuts. I don't know. Does anybody know if that would be a violation of the copyright to the pattern if I... just to give to people that wanted to cut their shapes out first. I don't know. It's just a thought. I definitely don't want to do it if it's going to be a no-no. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think on that. Okay, the never-ending lime green finally came to an end. I'm going to stab Frankie's big head here. As a matter of fact, let's give him like one of those bone... people get their nose pierced with like a bone. There we go. We're going to give that to Frankie. There you go, Frankie. Smell that for a while. The lady that wanted the colors is not in here yet, I do not believe, so I'm not going to give those yet. I could and then go over them again later, but I'm not. Okay, so the next one is the hands. So what I'm going to do... Okay, so this is Frankie Fun wall hanging, his hands. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, 70 by 90 is a standard sheet of plastic canvas. It is 70 holes wide by 90 holes high. So these hands are both going to be stitched out of this one sheet of canvas. So, thinking of, I'm going to go ahead and stitch up the hands. I'm just going to do the black. And then I can cut the hands out. And then I'll stitch the inside. I'm going to go through and do that in each piece. So during the rest of the next several lives, I'm mostly going to be working on doing the outside black and then cutting the shape out. So like next I'll do the hands. I'm going to follow along with the pattern. And then also now the body is in several pieces. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. So this is an artist sheet. The body, the legs. Yes, and okay, so here's the upper body. I'm missing this top part too. Where's this top part? Okay, so here's where it starts. Okay. Oh, I love this little froggy. The hands are separate. So this is going to be a fun challenge, and I think another thing to help people, a lot of people get stuck on sewing the pieces together. So this, I'm hoping, helps a lot of people know how to sew their Frankie, because we do not want to see the visible line that shows when you just sew the two pieces back together, like I'll show you. So if you just take two pieces and you sew them together like this, you're going to see this seam line through your pattern. We don't want that. So we are going to do this, the no seam line. And I'm going to show you how when we get there. So one at a time, we're going to follow the pattern the way it is. Yeah. These, so like on these, I will just have to do a black and on the sides to get the actual cuts on each one. This is a artist sheet. This is an artist sheet. The top is an artist sheet. That's 3. And this is an artist sheet. So that's 4. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So this is an artist sheet because it's 90 by 80, whereas a standard sheet is 90 by 70. So this has to be cut from an artist sheet. These do. And I can tell by looking. Okay, there's arms, arm and leg, arm. Okay, one arm, second arm from an artist sheet. Yeah, I think we went over all this in the beginning, but I'm just blabbering. Leg is an artist sheet, yeah. And then the 2 feet, each one is from a standard sheet. So there you go. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to get started on the hands of. And again, if anybody new comes to watch this, this is the Frankie Fun, 6 foot tall. I believe he's 6 foot tall. Finished size is 26 inches, 2 inches tall. Frankie Fun wall hanging plastic canvas kit by Herrschners.com. I am in no way associated with them whatsoever. I get no money from doing this online. I'm doing this simply to help others because, you know, this could be a very intimidating pattern, and I like keeping this craft going. Okay. So there's Frankie. I'm gonna put a pause on his head. I can continue stitching the green off camera. I'm gonna start it on the outline for the hands. Okay, and remember, if anybody ever has any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments. Whether you're watching it while it's live or on a later date. Alright, and don't let me forget to give a list of the colors before I end this live. I was hoping she would come in, but she also may be out to dinner with her husband, so I almost forgot I stabbed his nose with the needle. Hey, give me your nose bone back. Big head. I like calling him Big Head Frank. Because he's got a big head. Okay. I don't know if my chat is working. I'm just going to do a quick test here. Nope, it's there. All right. Okay, now where to start? So I'm going to do this just as the pattern has it, because this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So this is the sheet canvas here. Now, as you can see, it looks, if you see here, it looks like they skipped a row, and that's actually because the first stitch takes 2 holes. That's why they did that. So I'm going to start with this very first stitch here. So I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to turn around and go down, and then continue all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do. So this first stitch right here, the bottom right stitch right there is where I'm going to start. And to get that, I can tell already that, I can tell just by looking at it that I've got to go up 9 stitches, not 9 holes. 1 stitch takes 2 holes, so you actually it's going to be 9 holes, because this square is 10 by 10 holes. Each one of these squares is 10 by 10 holes on your canvas. So up 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Over 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this square right here is this square right here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is on this right side, I'm going to go up 9. I'm going to, now 1. So I'm not going to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9. And then I'm going to do the first stitch there, which the first stitch, so let me show you. If I start, there's 2 ways to doing this, and one way is right and one way is wrong. So if I go up 9 holes, and I'm going this way with the stitch, which means I'm going to have to go down diagonal. Okay, so now technically the other half of the first stitch is up 8 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to end up being short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see? So we need to actually go up 1 hole. So we're going to go up to the 10th hole to go down into the 9th hole. I hope I'm seeing this correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to be able to do 9 stitches under it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, 8. I'm only getting 8 stitches. So actually, we have to go up 1 more. Why should we have to go up 1 more? Unless I'm counting this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 stitches up. This should be the 10th stitch up. Let's try it this way. I'm going to start in the 2nd row because I'm going to go up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I was going 9. That's why I just miscounted. Alright, so 10. Alright, I'm going to put a couple stitches in so it'll hold the yarn, and then I want to show you something. Okay. This can be confusing if... Oh, my God, itches. Okay, now if you was to count the holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now see the 10 hole here, and here's 10 hole on this side. This is why you can't cut this first. You have to stitch it. So this one here to get an accurate cut, because there's no squares. Well, there is some. I can just see the squares. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you followed this, you would just be over, you'd start on this 10th hole on the second row, which is here. This one. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, so I'm just going to start stitching. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Alright, so I have to do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 stitches up. 1, 2, 3. 6. 8. 9. 12. 13. 14. 15. Ah, that hurts the hand. 16. 17. Make sure you count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, now I gotta go up 3, and then I'm gonna come all the way down. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna do this here. I'm curious to see how big these hands are. I think they might be a little bigger than mine. I wish I could be like, what's her name in Bewitched, and just twinkle my nose and the needle takes off stitching all by itself. Wouldn't that be cool? I could just sit here and guide it. Then again, that would take away the whole meaning of being handmade. I know some people said that this took them several months to do. I wish I could work on it every day. Move this out of the way. There we go. Ow. My hand is screaming at me, saying no more, no more. So my husband brought home a sewing machine. I'm super excited. That's something I never learned how to do. Now my mother did. She used to sew us our clothes when we were little. Back in the day when we were young and didn't know any better. Yeah, she used to sew our clothes, our little dresses and bonnets and Halloween costumes. So I've always wanted to learn how to use a sewing machine. yeah, that is on my to-do list. Two more. Two more stitches here. Do you know how to sew using a sewing machine? Let me know in the comments. Do you have any tips or tricks you could share with me if you do? I would be much appreciative. Because I have not a clue how to use a sewing machine. I'm just going to keep going along. Frankie's hand here for a little bit, and then I will give a list of the colors. I'll try to start putting the list of the colors in the description as well when I edit because when the live ends, YouTube automatically sets it as private until I make it public and available. And sometimes it does take me a couple days to do that. So just know, it may take a couple days before the next live is available. And I'll try to remember to start putting the colors in the description, so they'll always be there for anybody that needs them. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting better at doing it left-handed. If I get it situated to where I'm holding it just right, I'm not too bad left-handed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I have to do 11. Sometimes I use both hands. And that works pretty good too. And sometimes it gets stuck. When the yarn passes right through another yarn, it gets stuck. Super annoying. But it happens to us all. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably getting boring to watch. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. 6. 7. Not again. 8. 9. Okay. 11. It's a big thumb. This is his thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more row of 2. Okay, so I am sure this is very boring to watch. Alright, I'm going to continue on the thumbs off camera. I'll try to work on it over the weekend before next Tuesday when I go live again here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'll continue. I'll try to get at least one hand stitched up so that I can cut it out. But my goal is to get both of them. So I can cut them out during the live Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, because I am in Central Florida. Yes, Betsy, I can't either. But my hand really is bothering me today, so I gotta stop stitching. But let me read off the colors. Yes, so the colors that comes with the kit. And what I'll do is I'll show them on here. Let me see. Make sure there's no glare. I think you can see. So the main green is lime green. And then there is another green. This must not be the full list. Okay, here it is. Alright, so the main green is lime green, and then the outline, like on the face, is where is it? It's called medium yellow green. And then the purple used on his forehead and the jacket, so this is the lime green. This is the medium yellow green. And then the main purple on his jacket and a little bit on his hair is Eggplant. This is Eggplant. I'll give the numbers in a minute because I haven't been doing them. And then the light colored purple is, let's see what color they call it, Lilac. So this one is the Lilac. Then they have white, and then they have just a yellow, and there is a gray, and I don't know, where is the gray? I haven't seen anywhere the gray is used, and I don't see it. Maybe it's on the frog. Oh, that's right. The little bolts coming out of his neck, I think, are the gray. And then there's black. And there is an orange, which is his shirt. is orange, and then his pants. I gotta find the pattern with his pants or his legs. Is, come on, left lower leg. All right, this should have cranberry. Okay, and it's this one here, just cranberry. So those are the colors. The cranberry is number, if anybody needs the number. Anyway, I'll put it in the description. Yes, Betsy, the gray is for his bolts. So they actually give you a pretty good amount there. So I will put the colors and the color numbers in the description, and make sure it's in the description on all of these from now on. And if anybody else has any questions, please don't hesitate. Put them in the comments at any time. Even if you watch this 2 years from now, put them in the comments. Hopefully I'm still around to answer them. Betsy, you have any questions? Thank you for joining me, Betsy, and keeping me company on this very short live today. Yeah, I will continue. I do love his head. Frankie has a big head. No, I sure don't, but I love watching. I do him. You would do him, huh? I'm sorry. It's just how I read it. You do like watching him. Yes, watching him get made is fun. It is fun. I like to actually go back the next day and I watch my lives. I like watching my own lives myself. Alright, thank you for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and a stitching weekend. Alright. Happy weekend. Toodles.